Hi everyone, it's VoiceOver Connor. I'm going to talk you through what we're doing. So first we're going in with the LA Girl High Definition Matte Pressed Powder, and it's in the shade Soft Honey. When you're first starting, you really want to make sure that you're not using something too dark. It's going to be extremely difficult to blend out and blend into the paper, as well as making sure that you're taking the product in circular motions. You want to make sure that when you have fallout that comes onto the piece of paper that you want to blow it off immediately, and that way you're not smearing it with everything else. This whole process is really about building up colors. When you're contouring the nose, you really want to make sure that you're taking a light hand and light product. If you end up going too harsh on the nose, don't worry, you can always blend it out with a bigger fan brush and it'll diffuse that color a little bit. And then I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer in the shade Rosewood, and I'm just putting that on the very outskirts of where I put that foundation powder, just to bring a little bit more definition. With my face charts, I typically like to make them a little bit more blushy instead of bronzy, but that's really just my personal preference. You're definitely allowed to do whatever you want with these. This is really a way just for you to show off your creativity. I go in next with the MAC Peaches blush. It's a really light wash of color on the cheeks, but it just really brings everything together. Okay, and now onto eyes. For this look, I really decided not to do any brows just as a creative liberty, but you can definitely go in and add brows. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos on how to do brows on a face chart. It's not my specialty, so usually I will leave them out. So for this first shade on the eyes, we're going in with Brother from the James Charles Morphe palette. With eyeshadow, it's especially important to blow off that fallout or else it's going to smear all over your page. So just take it little by little and gradually build it up until you get that desired look that you're going for. And in contrary to what I said before about doing circular motions, with eyeshadow I like to press it in first, just so I can get a layout of where the eyeshadow is going to be placed, and then I'll go in and blend it out with a fluffier crease brush. And once I like the way that first shade looks, I'm going to go in with the color Cola from the James Charles Morphe palette, and I'm just going to deepen up that crease and deepen up that outer corner. As you can see, the whole face chart thing is really just a game of patience and blending. Once I was finally happy with how those blues were looking and blending, I went in with 518 from the James Charles palette and just continued that crease down into the bridge of the nose. And with this one, I followed the same exact steps as I did with the blues. I went in after with a little bit of You're Kidding from the James palette just to deepen up that orange a little bit. I wanted to give a little bit more definition, but I didn't want it to be too extreme. The really cool thing about face charts is they're on paper, so you can use an eraser to clean up any lines. So what I did was I took the eraser and cut the crease out. On the lower lash line, I'm adding a little bit of skip, and then in pencil, I went ahead and drew that teardrop, just so I had the shape in mind of where I wanted to go with it, and then I filled it in with the same shade Skip. On that upper lip, I'm going in with the shade B, also from the James Charles palette, and I'm taking a little pencil brush just so I can get a really precise line. And as you can see, I'm going in with my Crayola markers, and I'm just adding finishing touches like that stash, and then I'm also adding a couple faux freckles that are rainbow colored. And then I always sign them, and you're done. You've done it. It's really just trial and error. Face charts have really helped me when I'm stuck in a creative rut. I just take out the eyeshadows, print out the page. The nice thing about them is you're not looking at another artist's work, you're just kind of creating what's in your head. Hi guys, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video and watching me create this super cute face chart. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. Until next time, have fun!